Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a little Yorkshire terrier. Her fur was as silvery as moonlight, and her eyes were as dark and shiny as polished coal. Her name was Teddie, and even though she lived in a cozy house on a nice quiet street called Sunflower Lane with her human, a kind old man named Arthur, Teddie had a big secret. Despite having a heart as big and as loving as could be, she was very, very shy. Oh, so shy. You see, while other dogs on Sunflower Street would race to the park to play a rousing game of chase, or would bark happily at the mailman, Mr. Tibbles, or would leap and bound when their humans came home, Teddie could barely manage to take a single step outside without trembling. Loud noises made her whole body shake, and the other dogs, with their big, wet tongues and loud, booming barks, well, they made her want to hide under Arthur's armchair. For Teddie, the world was a scary, noisy place, so she mostly stayed inside where it was quiet and still. But even that didn't make her feel completely safe. One sunny afternoon, Arthur had to go out, and Teddie, wanting to please her human, stayed inside while he was gone. But the house, which was normally so comforting and familiar, felt vast and empty. And then, rumble, bang, a loud noise made her jump. It was a truck backfire, and in a haste to get away from the noise, Teddie nudged the back door, which Arthur had carelessly left unlatched, and it swung open. Next thing she knew, Teddie was in the garden. Oh, dear. This wasn't the little bit of garden that was fenced in by the house. This was the wild end that sloped down towards the whispering woods. As Teddie stood there bewildered, the wind picked up and swished through the lowest branches of a great old willow tree that stood at the edge of the woods. Each rustle sounded like a secret being shared between the branches. Her little legs trembled. She wanted to run back inside, but the back door had swung shut. She was trapped. A tear welled up in her eye. Just then, the willow tree's long, trailing branches swayed around her, not like a threat, but like a soft, green hug. The wind didn't sound scary anymore. It sounded like a song. Teddie took a deep, shaky breath. She noticed the velvety softness of a mossy stone beneath her paw. She saw a ladybug with spots like tiny jewels marching up a blade of grass. She heard the gentle drip, drip, drip of dewdrops from the willow leaves. Instead of focusing on her fear, she focused on these small, quiet wonders. Her heartbeat slowed. The world wasn't so big and scary when she paid attention to one little part of it at a time. She found a cozy nook between the willow's roots, a perfect Teddie-sized den. She wasn't hiding. She was just resting. She rested there listening to the tree's whispers until Arthur came home. He called her name. His voice filled with worry, and she poked her head out from the willow branches. She wasn't trembling anymore. She trotted towards him, and when he scooped her up, she licked his cheek, her warm heart glowing brightly. That night, curled up on Arthur's lap, Teddie realized something important. Sometimes, she thought, when the world feels too big, the bravest thing you can do is be still. Notice one small, beautiful thing, your breath, a sound, a feeling. The big world is just a collection of small, quiet moments, and you are safe inside each one. And with that thought, Teddie fell fast asleep.